Welcome, everyone. We're so excited to have you join our user group webinar, exclusive user group webinar for DeepTarget customers and users of our system. I'm David Kingsbury. I run customer success here. I'm super excited to have, as always, my sidekick in everything, Helen Triplett. Good morning, Helen.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
So we've got a lot of good information, and we're going to do our best once again to stay roughly 30 minutes. And that doesn't mean you can't follow up with us, certainly on any kind of topics that we cover, but we're going to move through the information rather quickly. We are very excited that we've got quite a bit of information this morning. We're going to talk about digital marketing insights and what I'm going to call two words. And that would be, if you go away from this webinar today, the two words I want you to remember are these two words, okay? And we'll talk a little bit about that. We're going to spend more time on that in upcoming webinars as well. We're going to have the ever popular and highly acclaimed Oscar-nominated Helen Sins coming up here in just a moment. So we're excited about Helen's topics. They get rave reviews. We do have case studies today, and we're real excited about those. We're going to introduce one of our favorite customers here in just a little bit, and she's going to talk about their implementation, okay? And then we're going to have our awards, right, Helen?
That's
right.
Right.
We got some, obviously, some great awards to present today as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to start with, again, some digital marketing insights. And I can't say enough about the Financial Brand. So that's a publication. You guys can just go to it easily. And you'll see quite a number of topics there related to the digital marketing trends that are occurring here in this year. Personalization is one. Digital banking success requires conversational engagement and so forth. And then finally, I'm going to focus on this for just a second, digital consumer trends for financial marketers. And I pulled out this little snippet. So all three of these articles are available. You could just query on them easily inside of the URL. But it says, being surrounded by increasing noise has impacted communication skills, so much so it has increased the need to become disconnected while others rely on multitasking to absorb insight. So what does that all mean? It means, let me show you this slide. It means that every single minute of every single day in 2018, these were the numbers related, I'll just say noise that's going on by everyone out on the digital world, right, Helen?
That's right.
And so why does that have any occurrence here? It's trying to make sure that you are heard through all that noise, and the only way to really do that is with, in today's world, there's a variety of ways to do it. I don't want to say the only way, but there are two words that we want to impress upon you guys today, and that's personalize and gamify. Right, Ellen?
That's right.
So, so all we're going to do right now is I'm just going to show you a couple of examples, a few examples of ads that last year, 2018, were really high performant, and we believe a couple of reasons why. So first of all, personalization does mean actually using your user, customer, member's name in the advertisement. It makes quite a bit of difference. And we've got two ads here that extend over into another realm. One is actually a contest, so personalized and gamified. And this ad, and again, these are all recorded in our webinars previously, does have personalized, but it does one more level of personalization. This is actually a millennial-based ad, so it targets based on generation as well. So we've got using the name, as well as some gamification, as well as some demographic segmentation as well. And I personally love this ad. Why, Helen?
You like power tools.
That's right. I'm going to date myself, but Tim the Tool Guy. And this one was done by one of our customers, we'll let you ponder which one, and they actually picked the Gen X group of men. So it was gender-based, it was generational-based, and just a great overall ad, and they had fun with it. That's somewhat of a little comic relief. So their personalization was based on actually the targeting, the segmentation they used to pursue these individuals. And then finally, these are all gamified, more so than anything. We presented the card craze late last year and had phenomenal results here for one of our customers. Certainly, this was another one. Pay you up to $1,000, bring us your auto loan. This one had also take the $100 challenge. So very simple and straightforward, and massive response to it. And then this one, which is relatively new, and we're going to expand on this one, I believe, next month with a case study. Our resolution to you: we're here to help you and add a goal for a chance to win up to $250. So all of these, what are these, Helen? What are the two words?
Personalize and gamify.
That's right. So personalize and gamify. What do you got, Helen?
And I've got another thing too, is you've seen in past webinars that you can also personalize it to your financial institutions. So if we've seen pictures of lending officers in there and people that your customers and members are familiar with in that. That's another way to personalize it, but it's personalizing within your institution as opposed to personalizing
exactly right.
to the end customer.
That's right. It's in today's world, there is so much noise that if you're not personalizing and trying to slice through that to share with your users, customers, members, the relevant offers that you have, it's going to be hard to reach them. And we do know that everyone wants to actually play a little bit, take a chance, play a little game, perhaps be part of a contest to win, in many cases, money or reward points. We've seen that as well. So this is a way to cut through all of that noise that we showed you earlier and also make sure that they're seeing the relevant offers. I'll simply mention one other. We've been talking with several FIs that are looking at, we're going to call it situational marketing, and which is life events that occur across generations. And one of those could be a car wreck, some kind of accident, or an illness, or a life experience, which could be a vacation. Every generation wants to go on a phenomenal vacation. So we're going to talk more about situational. Some discussions have been around behavioral marketing, but situational marketing as well as another way to slice into your demographic to provide that relevant offer at the right relevant time. Okay? All right. So one more time, two words, Helen. Personalize and gamify. Consider that, you guys, in every one of your campaigns that you're producing. Okay? And thanks to everybody that allows us to share that. So now, to the coveted moments of Helen's Hints. Helen, take it away.
Hey, today we're going to talk about targeted by list campaigns. I know that several of you use these types of campaigns, and we just wanted to speak to those who don't and just give them some information about, when you might want to use them and how to create them. And also we have some new images in our image library and some ideas for spring. So I know it's been a rough winter for a lot of people, so everybody's wanting that spring look. So
great. So let me advance that for you. Thank you, Ellen.
Okay. A targeted by list campaign can be used for targeting people that you don't have information about them in your data extract. Let's just say that the data extract that we receive does not have a branch in it, or it does not have a zip code. If you can get that information externally, outside the information that we get, you can create a list of the members or the customers that are in those branches or in those zip codes, or have pre-approvals, some other basis that you've got to create a list. You can create that list and upload those into a targeted by list campaign, and it will only go to those people on that list. Now, this might be a good way to target some of your new customers and your members. So you may have your data sent to us, but you want a special message that goes out to your new customers. Now, Obviously, you could always use a targeted by rule campaign to say anybody who has joined in the last month gets a special message, or you have specific people that you want to send a message to. So, that's a good way to, you can do some onboarding,
Right.
letting them know more information about your institution. Another reason why you might want to use a targeted by list campaign as a marketing person who's creating ads, you might want to just see what they look like in your online banking or mobile environment before you roll it out to everybody in your FI. So that's, I put that down there as testing, but that's so you can look at it. So you can upload a list, and the list only has your name on it, your number on it, and then only you would see that ad.
That's right. And, and Helen may have mentioned this. So you may have a specific segment of members, customers that you want to target. You might just take maybe a small percentage of that and try for a week. Remember, you can just publish, let it run for a week, see the results, and that list could just be a small portion just to see what the responsiveness is. And then that could be, you could assume that if you got a 5% response out of maybe just 20 to 50 people or so, that you're going to get that kind of response at a greater number. If you don't get much response, you might revamp it a little bit with maybe a different image, different message, that kind of thing. Okay, so always be considering testing. That's a real strong way of predicting your results. Okay, great, Helen, thank you. Let me keep going here.
Okay, so this is how you get started. This is how you do it. You create your targeted by list campaign, and this just like on your campaign screen, you're just going to click add campaign, add a new campaign, and then you're going to type in this information here. You always, in the third box below, you're going to choose targeted by list from your drop down.
Great.
Okay, to create it. And now you're going to create your list. Your list must be a single column CSV file. The list can have a header on it or not. So over to the right, you can see there are two examples here. The one on the left has user ID, and the second one has the same information but a no header. So those are just two examples, but it needs to be a CSV file. And so then on your targeted by list campaign you created, just go to the flyout and select upload list. Click on that, and then you'll come up with this upload list dialog that'll show up. And so you're going to browse for your list, and if your list does have a header row, you're going to click that checkbox and click upload. So once you do that, you're going to see a progress bar as it's uploading that list.
Right.
And when it finishes, it's going to show you this screen, and it'll tell you how many records that it uploaded, and it'll tell you the match. So if you have 100 people on there and it matched 100%, that means everybody in there matched somebody in the database. So sometimes your list might be more current than the data that we have. Let's just say in the case where you upload your data monthly, but you've added new people during the month. So your match might not be 100%, and that's okay. But if you see your match looking less than like 85 to 90%, that means there could be a problem with your list, but maybe not. So one thing we always say to do is take a look at your list. If you're getting a 2% match, you know that there definitely is something wrong with your list. You might have the formatting wrong. It might be in scientific notation or something like that,
right.
Or it might have leading zeros or something that's not matching up with what's in the database. But if you look at your list and you think, hey, it looks okay, and you're still getting a low percentage of match, call us up and we'll take a look at it.
Great. Okay.
And you just click continue to complete or cancel to exit. And so exit means that your list, your match percentage looked bad, so you just want to, stop right now until you get that list fixed. And then you want to publish the campaign if your list percentage looks good. And so, it's really easy to use, and it's pretty straightforward. So if you have any, questions about it, you can always call us or email us at support@deeptarget.com.
Great, thank you, Helen. Okay, so the reason, and I know I'll just repeat, so we have had a lot of questions recently about creating a list, campaigns, and even some of our great customers out there said, oh, I didn't know we could do a list. So that was very helpful. Thank you, Helen. I'm sure you'll get rave reviews once again. Okay.
Okay, and one thing here at the end is, once you complete it, you can always, go back and look at it at a later time. You can see what your reach and your match is. You can expand your campaign summary. If you're on the campaign screen, you just click that plus button, and when you expand it, you can see the reach and the match. So that one was 1% and 2%. That's pretty low, but I just wanted to use this for just visual purposes. And then if you go to campaign settings for that campaign, you can see what list you uploaded. So it'll tell you, just in case you can't remember which one you uploaded earlier, it'll show you what your list was named, when you uploaded it, and then it'll show you your reach, your list size, and the percentage of match. So, there are other, after the fact, you can get that information in the system.
Right. You can always see that, refer back to it, and so forth. Good. Okay. Is that everything, Helen?
I think that's it.
Any other questions about Target by List, please reach out to Helen and her team. They'd be happy to assist you and so forth. Okay? So what else, Helen?
Well, we're gonna be talking with or showing some slides from Blue. And as we were talking with Mindy Peep there, she said that their approach was this year to do more behavioral marketing and do kind of life events that were happening. And so we kind of took a page out of their book and decided, when we were going to choose some new graphics and new images for our product, we were going to go, look at those kind of things. So here's some new images. We've got 50 new images that we've uploaded. And, we've got a banner library, but really I would say take advantage of the images that are out there, because you can expand these images and make an entire banner with that.
Right.
So here are some of the ones, just about every family has teenagers. Somebody's going to have some dental work, or somebody wants braces.
That's right.
So, that's an event, and, a new car, and just different kind of activities that are going on.
Vacation and taking your pet on vacation, right? Sure. Okay.
Yeah. And the next one, somebody's got, a broken down car, and these are some family vacations. You have a new baby, or, just family time, just feel good images that we put out there. So those are just, just a little example of what we've done. Also, these are some ideas for spring that you might want to think about. I created just some banners out here using some new images. So all of these floral images are out there in the image library. But, after Christmas, everybody's like spending, and now you want to, encourage people to save, or you're trying to increase your deposits there at your institution. So we just made up some banners here that you can see some ideas for spring. So, these are diversifying your nest egg, get an IRA. This one here, consumer loan, because that was a pretty picture for spring on tulips. But, you can create any, of these yourself. And these are all images that are out there in the image library.
Fantastic. So yeah, guys, consider that. And, we do suggest every 90 days you refresh your ad, change color, change backdrop, that sort of thing. So these new images may be a great way for you to augment your campaign. Okay, great. Thank you, Helen. All right, so great. We're excited now to have two case studies. For those of you that joined us last month, we showed you a first snippet of Blue. We want to do a little continuation of that. And then we're real excited to look at something that Trademark has been working on. So we're going to introduce Trademark here in just a moment. So first of all, let's take a quick look at Blue. You guys may have remembered Blue is about 65,000 digital users. Mindy Peep is the data strategist there. They're running a single promotion, and they're running it consecutively, a sequential campaign with an ad a week for 2 months, meaning actually 8 campaigns. So when we took a peek at it last month, 2 of the campaigns had already launched and automatically turned off. Here's the other, in Mindy's words, the other sprints to follow. And just wanted to remind you that you can always do this inside of DeepTarget with start date and an end date. And she went in and created that first sprint to be starting January 14 at 12 p.m. and then right after that ending at 1:20, and this one starting the very next minute. In fact, for the second sprint and ending, and then the next one starting and ending, and so forth. So really a cool representation. And she prioritized all of them so that they would have top responsiveness as well. So don't forget about prioritization. And this is what her sprints look like through the first 6 sprints. She's just into her 7th sprint now. And so we're watching this, and we wanted to share this with you. And don't forget, we did the historical. So once you get a view, and in this case, we're looking at all the campaigns in consumer loans, you can hit this button here, look at the historical representation of those, and not much changes because we're looking at a week-over-week sprint. But let's change it to a day view. And this gives you a little more representation of exactly what the impression levels were over time and the click responsiveness over time. And you could eyeball it a little bit and go, well, you know what, it looks like this one, and this one might be the best performers. So gather some ideas of that. And her overall look is like this. And this is actually sprint 1. Dreams happen. A personal loan can make them come true. Remember, Helen mentioned that we were talking with Mindy about utilizing behavioral or situational marketing, that dreams happen across all generations. So they're not, relegated to just one generation. So really interesting. So we're not going to share the other ads with you right now, but really cool set of ads, and we really appreciate Mindy allowing us to show those. So we'll keep you informed, so stay tuned. Next month we'll have another update for you, okay? Okay, so that's Blue and what they're doing, and some hopefully some insightful information for you to share. And now we actually have Trademark Federal Credit Union, and we have Melissa on the line. Melissa, are you out there?
I am here.
Hey, Melissa, so glad that you would join us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. So we've been on the phone with Melissa a few times this week, just reviewing what they've been doing, because it's outrageously good. And so they're a little less than 100 million in assets, about 3,000 digital users, both OLB and mobile. And Melissa, you run the marketing there, correct?
Yeah, I do business development, our marketing, and a lot of our content creation.
That's right. And so she's just like many of you guys. She wears many hats, and she also, in her spare time, is able to maintain DeepTarget. So I'm going to flip the chart here and show you her results for 2018 with 7 categories. Okay, so these are the numbers. So we all know that we can go back in time, and Melissa and her team has been with us for almost a couple of years now. And we go back to January 1st, 2018 through the end of December. And these are the 7 categories that ran all year long. And here are the responsiveness to those. So the totals being 18,803 unique users saw impressions. That combine that with unique clicks, 1,044, which is almost 100 a month click-throughs, and a KEI of 18. So super outstanding engagement from a KEI representation, and then a total of 269 accounts opened, which reflects a key impression indicator of every 69th person that had an impression, unique impression, actually opened an account. So that's also an outstanding representation. So Melissa, what did you do last year to have such amazing results?
Well, David, I wish I knew exactly what I did, but I think we have a pretty highly engaged membership, especially with our online banking. And I think what we try to do is time things out based on seasons and life events that occur during those seasons. So I think it has a lot to do with both of those things.
Exactly, and we think you have a highly engaged membership that trusts you, and we'll look at a simple. We're going to dive into one campaign that Melissa put out there here just recently that has had phenomenal results. But we also think the community in which Melissa and Trademark were in really trusts the credit union, and you guys have provided them phenomenal service and that sort of thing. Can you describe your demographic a little bit, Melissa?
Sure. We actually just became a community. We were seg-based. Yeah, so we just changed it, but yeah, there is was a lot of trust based on that factor, I think.
Great. So, do you have a pretty even spread of generations across your membership, or do you have are you weighted in any way to younger or older generations?
We have an aging membership. So yeah, we have a lot of our folks are 50 and older. So we're working on that younger generation.
That's right. But
yeah.
That generation also, which is borderline, that's upper Gen X and baby boomer, are high loyalty people. And therefore that can also explain a lot of your results, the positive results of your engagement and so forth. So fantastic. So Melissa's continuing that same trend of focusing, but she's also done something. We're going to look a little closer at this next ad, and Melissa will ask her what she's planning here. So this campaign has been running for just 2 months, almost 2,300 unique impressions, 134 clicks already. Once again, a KEI of 18 and a click-through rate of over 5%, which is amazing, absolutely amazing. These are the numbers between online banking and mobile. And this is the ad. Shovel away holiday debt. And again, the timing is right after the holidays. And what Helen and I, keyed in on was, one, the brevity of the message. And what was the other?
The other is shovel away because, it's winter. I know
That's right.
You guys are up in the Northeast and you probably had your share of snow. So that was appealing.
It resonated.
And resonated with your membership.
A lot of shoveling's going on. So, Melissa, what do you attribute this responsiveness to this ad to?
So yeah, I think we're up in Maine, so we've had our fair share of snow. I think it's about 13 degrees out right now. So I think, and then I also think the simplicity of it is huge. It seems to me that the ads that we're putting out that just have a couple of words on there seem to be getting the higher hits. But again, I think it's timing. It's right after the holiday season. People have put a lot of money on credit cards for Christmas gifts, and they want to consolidate and get rid of that. So I think it was a timing and simplicity thing. Exactly.
That's what we think as well. So simple, so direct, so well timed that it's just phenomenal click-through rate. So we're going to follow up later on, because this has just been going on just now a brief period of time, and see what the overall results from an influence conversion is coming up. But we're so impressed in the simplicity and the results of it, both from everything that you did last year, Melissa, and now with this starting this year, you're going to have outrageous results. We want to make one other note. In our discussions with Melissa in the last week, reviewing her account and what she's doing, which, by the way, we'd be happy to do with anybody, if anybody wants to engage Helen and I. We also just turned on rotating banner ads for Melissa for both channels, and we anticipate that her results are going to be what, Helen? Are they going to be better this year?
We know they'll be better.
We know they're going to be astronomical as well. So all of you guys out there, don't forget about rotating your ads, ad rotation. We're still coming across people that didn't really know that capability exists. Some of you guys may choose not to implement it. We suggest you do it. It's been really powerful. So just in the week that Melissa's done it, she's also already had phenomenal results. Okay, fantastic. So thank you again, Melissa. If you'll just hang on the line for 1 second, because now it's time to do awards. And Helen, who is going to be our Campaign of the Month winner today? It's going to be Melissa. Way to go, Melissa. Well done. So Melissa will be our Campaign of the Month winner with the Shovel Away Holiday Debt Campaign. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing your notes. Melissa, you didn't know you were going to win the award, did you?
I did not. That was a very pleasant surprise. Thank you.
So great. Our pleasure. And thank you so much for all your efforts and working with us and doing such a great job with your membership as well. So we'll get you a plaque out next week, and we'll continue to follow up, okay? So we're going to let Melissa hang up now, and then we're going to do one more thing. We want to talk about the KEI, our monthly management report. Make sure all of you guys are actually utilizing it. We know almost everybody is. Remember, you can download it under your reports section of the system. And the KEI is the key engagement indicator, and we have a scale: outstanding, excellent, good, fair, and more. And Helen and I want to applaud everybody if you do the addition of the top 3 results areas. 95% of you guys are scoring super high, and 62% of you guys are super, super high. And we can also tell you where you're scoring against your peers in the industry. But a big round of applause for this is one of our highest numbers ever. So you guys, that's great for a kind of a week. I don't know, January can be a weak month, but we're also last January of 2018 we had about
53%.
Well, we had 53% that were outstanding. That's exactly right. And we had about 40 million total impressions shared across all of our customers. We this month had 165 million, so 4 times the impression rating, number of impressions, which is really due to the rotating banners, honestly. But the responsiveness and accounts open has followed right along in line with those increases. So congratulations.
I think it's the activity and the attentiveness of the marketing people that have been using it have made these numbers go up.
That's right. We're so excited. We have so many that are reaching out to us and saying, hey, I've tried this and had great results. What if I do this or that or the other? So really great progressive group out there. So thanks to what all of you guys do. So now it's time to announce our February Digital Marketing Superstar of the Month. Who could that be, Helen? And it is actually Rio Grande Credit Union. It's Bill Daly and his team over there, a KEI of 26. And if you haven't met Bill, there's Bill right there. We actually interviewed Bill, and his little speech is on our YouTube channel if you wanted to catch it there, or our website, or if you wanted to just capture this link. We're going to send this out as a PDF, and you can listen to Bill's updates. And so we're real excited. Take a look at their numbers. Just in this past month for January, approximately 13,000 unique users logged into their system, over 2 million impressions, 532 clicks, KEI of 26, and 294 sales, influence sales conversions, as well with the KMI of 47. So that means on average 47 unique impressions resulted in a sales transaction. So what a number. Congratulations, Rio Grande Credit Union, Bill Daly over there. We'll get a plaque out to Bill and his team there. So great work to them. And you guys, we're so proud of everybody that's been a winner in the past. And we know all of you guys, just in your performance overall, are winners in our book. And we'll continue to point out, spotlight several of you guys with your results as well. So thank you guys so much. We hope it was very helpful today. We're going to leave with 2 words, Helen. Go with me. 3.
Personalize and gamify.
Let's say it with me. Personalize and gamify. That's right. So you guys reach out to us if you have questions, if you want to see other examples. And please, please let us know how we can help at any time. So thank you guys for joining us today. We tried to look at that. We kept it at roughly 36 minutes. So you guys have a great day and tune in next time, and we'll have some more great info for you. Thanks, everybody. And thank you, Melissa, again for joining us.
Bye. Everybody have a great weekend.
That's right. Thank you. Bye-bye.